example. He's sort of the anti-Colin Powell. Colin Powell said, if you break it, you bought it. Barack Obama basically wants to break all of the Middle East. As a matter of fact, not just the Middle East. I mean, he's broken our insurance program. He's broken our healthcare system. He's breaking the bank. He's breaking the border. And now he's breaking the Middle East through his encouragement of the Arab Spring, particularly you can think of the overthrow of Hosni Mubarak and this U.S. ally being on the border of Israel, with the tunnels where the weapons go through into the West Bank being replaced by a member of the Muslim Brotherhood. And then eventually, thank goodness, being replaced by a more competent and more moderate person, Abdel al-Sisi. But you see that there. In Tunisia even, we often don't talk about Tunisia. Tunisia, a repressive government, yes, but when that repressive dictator was overthrown, Ansar al-Sharia was freed. And so you have issues there. In Libya, Gaddafi had surrendered his nuclear program, had surrendered his weapons of mass destruction program, and was essentially pacified by the Bush administration. Obama swept him out of power, and suddenly al-Qaeda is on the run in Libya. So I think that essentially he is breaking down every moderate government and setting loose the powers of chaos, the powers of al-Qaeda, the very forces that have the potential to take out the immediate enemy, which is moderate Muslims, moderate members of their own religion, and then the intermediate enemy, which is Israel, and then ultimately they'll turn their guns on the great Satan, which is you and I.
And what you've just articulated, why don't we hear more of? Because it's right. It's absolutely right, and it's the recognition. And within 2 minutes, what you've just stated is why we need to be engaged. And not only that, many different ways to fight a war, not invade or do nothing, the false choice that is oftentimes presented. But why don't we hear more people say what you just talked about, Ben? Because if we don't hear that was just right there. Bam. Why are we fighting in Afghanistan? Well, you can disagree with why we're there, or how we're doing it, rules of engagement, etc. Overall, but there's a reason, and here it is. It's 3-tier. And what we're seeing is we're the third, but the consequence, especially in the nuclear age, and the idea that we no longer have mutually assured destruction when people are welcoming a genocidal Armageddon, we've got to act. So why are